feta pasta in the air fryer. Let's make it. Hey friends, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be making some feta pasta, all because I found this at the grocery store. Anybody else like that? See it, something new and they're like, ooh, I've got to try that. Well, that was me at the grocery store. I found this tomato and basil feta cheese. So I figured I would make my own twist of the feta pasta bake, you know, where you do the cheese, olive oil, some grape tomatoes and some seasonings, and then you bake it and then you add your noodles to it. So anyway, if that sounds like an interesting recipe for you and you'd like to stick around, please hang out and enjoy the video. So I moved you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up our tomatoes first. I'm gonna be using the closing cut. Makes it so much easier to cut tomatoes in half, especially a bunch of these cherry tomatoes, so you're not sitting there cutting them one by one. You just put a bunch of them in here and close this and then take your knife and cut them. Also great for butterflying any type of meat. So sometimes at Costco they sell those really thick steaks. I like to put them in here and cut them in half, quicker cook time. Also you get more bang for your buck. These are great for grapes too, so if you have any littles and you like to cut their grapes in half, this is a great product to have. Anything you want to butterfly, this is great. Chicken breast, all sorts of things that you can cut in half with the closing cut. So I'm going to go ahead and point you guys down so you guys see what I'm doing with the cherry tomatoes or the grape tomatoes. Alright, so I have my closing cut here, and I'm just going to take some of these tomatoes that I've already pre-washed, and I'm just going to put a handful on here at a time. Oh, that should be good. And I'm going to be putting it in my non-stick pan. This set, you can buy that separately. Goes in your air fryer, the new deluxe air fryer and oven. So I will be putting everything into this pan. So what you do is you lightly press down and you take your knife and you just go along the outside. I usually like to turn it around a little bit because some of those tomatoes like to run around. So and there you have it. Cherry tomatoes sliced, or cherry tomatoes. I keep calling them cherry tomatoes. Grape tomatoes, nicely cut in half. So we're gonna pour those into our dish over here, and we're gonna get another handful. And I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video so you guys don't have to watch me cut all these grape tomatoes up. And you know what? I think I'm good with that. There's quite a bit in here. So I used about I would say maybe 12 ounces of the 10-ounce container. So I used one whole one and then like half of another one. So I would say 12 ounces of the grape tomatoes. Open up. Okay, now we'll get the scissors out. And we're going to go ahead and put the feta in the middle here. Make a little spot for it. All right. Now I know that in some of the videos they don't cut the tomatoes, but because I'm doing it in my air fryer, I don't want the tomatoes to explode in there and make a mess. So I'm just cutting them in half so they so the juices have somewhere to go. So now that we have our feta in here and our tomatoes in here, I'm going to use some of our pesto, our basil pesto seasoning, and I'm going to sprinkle it all over the top here. Just on the tomatoes. I'm not really going to go on the cheese because the cheese already has some seasoning on it. So about a tablespoon. And then I'm going to add some olive oil in here. Drizzle it. And then this is going to go into the air fryer at 350 for 20 minutes, and while it's baking in the air fryer, I'm going to go ahead and boil my noodles, and then I'll come back. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the air fryer, but with our new deluxe air fryer and oven, because it is a larger capacity, it does require us to preheat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these out because I don't need both of the trays. I still have this tray in here right there. And I'm going to go ahead and close this. And I'm going to hit the power button here. And I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to go to bake. And it's already at 350, but I want to do 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get that preheated. And while that's preheating, I'm going to take my black pan out of the top. Another cool thing I want to show you guys is see how I have two separate doors here. You can open this one, you can open this one, or you can open them all together. So you can access both pieces, or both up and bottom compartments. So while that preheats, we're going to go ahead and get some water going. Fill my pot about halfway full of water. I've already got my stove surface on to high. And once this comes to a boil, we're going to go ahead and add our noodles and let them boil till it slightly, not too cooked, but al dente. We'll go ahead and cook them to where they're almost thoroughly cooked through, because when we put the pasta in with our feta bake, like our tomatoes and stuff like that, it's going to cook a little bit more. So we don't want to overcook or overboil our noodles. Air fryer is now ready. It's at 350. It wants us to add our food. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to stick our feta and tomatoes in there and hit the power button. Okay, now that our feta, cheese, and our grape tomatoes, I keep wanting to call them cherry tomatoes. Grape tomatoes are in our air fryer at 350 for 20 minutes. At 10 minutes, it's going to alert me to rotate the food. And so I'm going to go ahead and take it out and I'm going to slightly rotate it. It's kind of like how we used to, in the old air fryer, how you would rotate the shelves. It's like that, but you just rotate your pan. That just ensures that you have a more even cooking when you're cooking your food. All right, our water is now boiling, so we're going to go ahead and add our pasta. I chose to do some chickpea pasta because this dish does not have any protein. Chickpea pasta has extra protein in it. It'll help us keep us full without cooking an actual protein. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the water, and we're going to cook them until about al dente. So it has been about 10 minutes and the air fryer is asking me to flip the food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my gloves, put on my gloves here, and I'm going to flip the food. Before I put the other one on though, I'm going to turn you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I like these better than the oven mitts because you I feel like I have more control, and then also it protects my my risk from being burnt. So we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Oh, look at that, that's looking so good. And we're gonna just go ahead and do a full turn here. And we're going to stick it back in. So our pasta is done boiling. We're gonna go ahead and drain it.